for the love of nutrition. I'm sure you've heard or seen lots of scary things in the media lately related to sugar, but I promise it's nothing to be afraid of. Once we break things down, you'll see we don't need to demonize sugar. We just need to understand it and figure out the right balance. So in this video, we're going to address why is too much sugar not such a good thing? Should we eliminate all sugar? And how can we easily determine how much sugar is too much? Let's jump in. So why is too much sugar not such a good thing? Too much sugar in your diet is associated with weight gain, hyperactivity, sleep and mood disturbances, as well as chronic diseases including diabetes, kidney disease, fatty liver, and heart disease. Keep in mind, diets high in simple sugars also tend to have poor overall diet quality, so it's hard to determine an exact association. Still, we do know that frequent spikes of blood sugar leads to elevations in hormones as well as inflammatory compounds in our body. Over time, chronic inflammation can damage your blood vessels, harm your circulation, and hurt your vital organs, including your heart, your kidneys, and your liver. So, with all these complications, shouldn't we just avoid sugar altogether? The answer is no. Think about all the healthful foods we'd be missing out on that have natural sugars. Things like fresh fruits, dried fruits, certain vegetables, as well as dairy like yogurt. So if that's the case, then how do we know how much sugar is too much? A moment ago, I mentioned natural sugars. These are sugars that are naturally found in the food and not added during manufacturing. For example, carrots, beets, butternut squash, and pumpkin naturally contain sugars, as do fruits such as bananas, apples, oranges, and berries. If we avoid these foods, we'd be missing out on so many healthful nutrients: fiber, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that actually help prevent disease. Now, let's compare that to added sugars. Added sugars are not naturally found in the food, but rather added during manufacturing to enhance the flavor. Fresh foods will not contain any added sugars. However, anything that's been processed or packaged can hide those added sugars, so it's important to take a closer look at the food label. If you're a numbers person, I always suggest trying to keep the added sugar line to around 8 to 10 grams or less. Or if you're looking at the picture of your whole day, we want to keep added sugars to no more than 10% of our calories, which is about 40 to 50 grams per day for the average adult. For example, let's look at this soy milk. The total sugars are 6 grams, and this includes 5 grams of added sugar. Let's look at the context of this soy milk as a product. From this soy milk, we're getting some good quality protein. We're also getting calcium, vitamin D, and B12. So overall, this makes for a good choice. Let's compare that to a bottle of soda. If we flip over, we can see total sugars 39, and this is per 12 fluid ounces. And this includes 39 grams of added sugars. So that's quite a lot of sugar. Overall, looking at this label, we're really not getting much nutritional benefit. So, not such a great choice. One more example. Let's look at this granola bar. So, we flip it over and we can see for one bar, we're getting total sugars 5, and those are all added. If we look at the context of the whole bar, we are getting some protein, we're also getting some unsaturated fat, and some fiber. Overall, this bar is a good choice for a healthy snack if you're craving something just a little bit sweet. So here are a couple quick tips for keeping your added sugars down. Limit packaged and processed foods overall in your diet if you can. Steer clear of sodas, juices, candies, syrups, jellies, and other really sugary items that aren't adding a lot of benefit to your overall diet. Save desserts for special occasions and always try to limit your portion. With cakes, brownies, or cookies, try to set them aside in individual portions. You can even freeze them, that way you're less tempted to grab them right off the counter. It can also help to buy things in already individualized portions. Pair foods containing sugar with items that have fiber, proteins, or fats. This will actually help slow the digestion and the breakdown of sugars, which prevents those steep rises in your blood. For example, Pair an apple with peanut butter, or some dark chocolate with some nuts. You could also try a fruit smoothie, but add in some almond butter and some chia seeds to get those healthy fats in there. Lastly, try to buy foods in their plain or unsweetened versions. That way you can control how much sugar goes in. Instead of adding sugar, try adding fresh or frozen fruit for some nice flavor. You could also try a splash of citrus or some spices like cinnamon or nutmeg. Often our taste buds are just looking for that pop of flavor, so experiment and explore some other options. Remember, a diet where certain foods or ingredients are demonized or disallowed is a recipe for an unhealthy relationship with food. If you can't enjoy a slice of cake on your birthday or a piece of pie on Thanksgiving, it's time to re-examine your relationship with sugar. It's perfectly okay to consume some higher sugar items once in a while. Just try to keep your portions reasonable and do it less frequently. And remember, it's all about the context of an overall healthful diet. Majority of the time, let's try to keep those added sugars to no more than that 40 to 50 grams per day. But every so often, if you're really having a craving for something sweet, no need to deprive yourself. We all deserve a treat once in a while.